Hi, Cynch, come here. Good boy.
All right, we're here working with Cynch. This is a park he's never been to before, so new experience for him. He's very interested in everything that's going on. It's a little chilly today, so we haven't seen anybody here. Surprisingly cold, but hopefully we'll run into some people and maybe some dogs. It's usually a pretty busy park. So as you can see, Cynch is a herding breed, and herding breeds come with their own set of personality, instincts, drives. If you can imagine, if he was doing what he was bred to do, he would be taking on 1,000-pound bulls and herds of cattle. Like that brings an interesting dynamic to a dog that we are now bringing into the house. So this little tiny guy would be fearlessly taking on 1,000-pound bulls. And so what allows them to do that, there's a lot of stubbornness, some aggression, and actually some anxiety, reactivity. So like some of the nervousness, it's kind of like somebody with PTSD. They're very alert. So anything in the environment is going to get his attention, and he's going to be very aware. Let me see if I can maybe get a better view in front. Good. So it's kind of like a golden retriever is a terrible guard dog, and one of the reasons is they're so confident. They just think, like, if a wolf comes in, they think they want to be friends. They just are so confident, they think everybody and everything just absolutely loves them. He's kind of the opposite. So he thinks that anything strange is potentially dangerous, which is what his breeding has basically programmed him to be. So he's going to be nervous about new things. So there's something over here. Like I said, we've never been here before. I think I hear the stream. Maybe that's making him nervous. But it's going to take just continuous positive experiences just over time. So like, this is a great thing to do. He's nervous about whatever it was, I don't know. So dogs can hear 4 times better than we can. So he might have heard an animal that we didn't hear. And plus, I'm half deaf from the military, so who knows what I'm missing. But what we're going to do, put him in a downstay and just have him chill out, have him relax, so that he understands that, okay, whatever it was, you're okay. Nothing's going to come get you. The ground isn't going to swallow you up. And just positive experiences like that continuously over time are going to help him to be more relaxed around new things, new people, new sounds, all that kind of stuff. So just very typical of any of these herding breeds. So I don't know if that water was what he heard that. I don't know. The other thing so he is typical of his breed. He is very dominant, I guess. He's very much into the, like, who's in charge? Am I in charge? And when a dog feels like they're in charge, then they're also in charge of security. They're in charge of, is somebody okay to be around? Are they dangerous? And to him, anything new and unknown is going to be a threat. So he's going to not want to let them into his pack, into his family. And then within the pack, he's going to be very much into, and he is, like a pack order, like who's in charge? Well, I think I'm in charge. So one of the issues he had was going after food and then wanting to fight his family members for food. And so that's going to take, that's some of these long-term genetic issues require a long-term solution. They're just not fixed right away. And so what we have done is really socialized him, put him in help him to have lots of positive experiences. Once we've done that, then we actually put him in some of the situations where he's been reactive, to let him know that, hey, it's not okay for you to be reactive. For instance, he is so men tend to be just naturally more dominant, and so he's been great with our male trainers. And then after a week, we had him work with a female trainer, and he actually tried to be reactive. Well, he was reactive with her, and just felt like he could get away with it. So we then worked with him, with her, so that we made sure that he was not showing any of that type of aggression again. But if he gets the opportunity, he is absolutely going to do that. So part of it is management, not letting him be in those situations, and making sure that he's in a controlled environment where he's going to have positive experiences. And then the other side of that is the leadership, so the obedience. So you see he's walking very nicely with Dylan. Yeah, right there, that was perfect. He got a little bit of a head, and Dylan corrected him with the e-collar, and you saw how he went right back into position. That's about leadership. When he does that, he is challenging. He's trying to see, and there's somebody up there walking. As soon as we saw that person, that's when he started to walk forwards. So he wanted to go check that person out or whatever he wanted to do. But he was all of a sudden very interested in that person and started to pull ahead a little bit. So Dylan just corrected him with the e-collar, and he got right back in position. So with these kinds of aggressive, dominant type of dogs, the obedience is really how you're going to let him know that you're in charge. So you have to be very clear, very consistent, make sure that he knows the rules and that he follows the rules. But he's doing really good on his obedience. But like I say, he's a dog that's always going to have that underlying issue with aggression reactivity, and it just has to be managed with physical barriers and with the leadership, just making sure that he's being obedient and listening. Beautiful day. Good day to be out for a walk. All right. Very nice. He's doing a great job.